Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome back to German Girl in London. I have been ill for a little bit and I also spent a whole week in Berlin about 2 weeks ago. So I was in Berlin towards the end of the trip. I got really ill, so the last week I was kind of just home off work because I was ill. But I'm feeling better now. I was still a little bit weird, but anyway, a few weeks ago I made a video called Things That Now Annoy Me in Germany. And now that I've spent another week in Germany again, I just noticed a few other things that really annoyed me, so I thought it's time for a part 2. So the first thing is actually something commented in the comments of the first video a lot, and that is just that Germany is just not very accepting of card payments. So I think it's a mixture of a few things. So Germany is like the one country in Europe that still uses more cash than card, I think, and this time around I really noticed it, because usually I don't really notice it, because in supermarkets obviously you can pay by card. They even do contactless in particular places now, which is really cool. But I went to a lot of bars this time and every single bar was cash only, and I didn't think I would find it that frustrating, but it just was, because there weren't that many banks everywhere and not that many ATMs. So it was just such a hassle and really annoying to always have to make sure that you have enough cash on you. And obviously because it's euros, I didn't want to take out too many euros so that I didn't have to come back and exchange them back to pounds. So it was just a little bit annoying, and it just takes longer than contactless. People fishing out like their change, and I think the reason for it is that German people are generally very suspicious of everything. I think they think that with doing card payments, like, their data gets stolen, and they're just not very trusting of it, and they just like their hard cash, which is fine, but I find it annoying because, you know, I don't care if someone steals my data necessarily. Like, people have our data anyway. If you're on the internet, they already know everything about you anyway, so I don't really care. I'll just pay by contactless because it's quick and easy and convenient for me. But yeah, very annoying. Really did not like that this time. Yeah, complained about it a lot. Thing number 2 is jaywalking. Crossing red lights in the UK as a pedestrian isn't illegal, and everyone does it. If you've ever been to London, if there is no car coming, everyone will be crossing. Even if there are cars coming, people will be crossing. Obviously it's not necessarily always very safe, but it is very convenient. So if you're at a road and there's just no car coming but it's a red light, you just cross. Police do it, like, everyone does it. In Germany, people just don't. I mean, I've seen a few people do it this time around actually, but generally if you're standing at a road and there's like no car for miles, like it's just a straight road, you're just like, okay, there's absolutely no car, no one will generally cross. And it just, yeah, as an impatient Londoner, it was just kind of like, really. And then there's always children, so you can't really do it because the mothers will shout at you if you do cross because you're a bad role model. So yeah, the fact that you can't cross red lights as a pedestrian is annoying to me now. I used to be one of those people, but you know, I've come to the dark side now. Thing number 3 that really annoyed me this time around is smoky bars. I think there must be some smoking bars in the UK still. I don't know if it's like a general law that you can't smoke in bars, or if it's just that you can only, like, if you have a smoking bar you can smoke, but not like, I don't really know, because in Germany generally bars usually are non-smoking bars. So we also have this law that you can't smoke inside of bars and stuff, but some bars are just declaring themselves as smoker bars, so just a smoking bar. And then other places have like a smoking area, obviously, so that like half of the restaurant will be smoking and there'll be like a screen or whatever. But I just found that in Berlin all the bars I went to were smoking bars, and it just seems to be like the mainstream thing, which was just quite hard on my lungs. So I was sitting there and I was just like, why is my throat hurting so much? And then it kind of dawned on me that everyone was smoking, and you couldn't really tell that bars were smoking bars from outside. Like, you went in and maybe you were like the first person in there, but then after a while people just started smoking, and it was just kind of like weird to me, because I don't think I've ever been inside somewhere in the UK and seen anyone smoke inside. So don't really know why that is a thing. I don't really see that where I'm from. I'm from Lubeck. I haven't really seen smoking places there, except one bar that has one smoker's room, but that's like the only one. Like, I've otherwise not seen places where people smoke inside. But anyway, this trip around kind of annoyed me because I'm just not used to it and it hurts my lungs. Another thing that annoys me is that there is just no Wetherspoons. I mean, obviously there is no Wetherspoons, but there isn't really a Wetherspoons equivalent, like a cheap, cozy place you can go, get cheap booze, cheap food, and you know, it's just like a go-to thing. Like if I'm coming to a new city in the UK, obviously I want to see like nice things and do nice things, but like if you just want to have a base and just get like a safe £2 drink, you just go to Spoons, and they just don't have that in Germany. I mean, they don't have pubs in general, they'll have bars, but not really pubs, and pubs are really important to me, so yeah, it annoyed me there was no Spoon equivalent. And then the last thing is just single duvets. I stayed in an Airbnb, and in Germany the way bedding works is that you get a really big square pillow, which, you know, I'm alright with, like I don't need it, but it's fine. But then usually people will have single duvets, so even if you're sleeping in a double or a king size bed, they'll have separate duvets in there, and then obviously single beds have single duvets anyway, but it's just not big enough for me. Like even if I sleep alone, I want a king size duvet just for myself. Like even a double isn't big enough for me because I like roll half of mine on and I sleep on it. So I had to sleep with a single duvet for like 6 nights, which was just not right, and yeah, it was kind of annoying to me. And Germans generally don't really understand sharing duvets as well. They find it weird. I find it weird to have separate ones. So yeah, obviously during my trip I also remembered a lot of things that I love about Germany that annoy me here, but that's not what the video is about. But I just wanted to mention it because, you know, I don't hate Germany. These are just very few things that I realised I now find a little bit annoying because I am, you know, I emigrated, so I don't live there anymore, but when I come back I'm now just like, no. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know, give it a thumbs up if you did, subscribe maybe if you would like to be a subscriber, which I very much appreciate, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!